What's up, guys? Back with another video. And listen. I know. I said I was back, and then I missed 2 or 3 more days. I know, but now this time, daily uploads until I die. I also want to say thank you. I don't know if we hit it yet, but we should be approaching 5K subscribers. Thank all of you. I really appreciate the support. And we hikey for 5K subs or 4K subs. We have the littest comment sections, bro. Keep commenting. I really appreciate that. And today I want to talk about Joe Rogan and his whole take on video games. So if you don't know, Joe Rogan was actually trending on Twitter over his take on video games. So let's just watch the video and see what he said.
And video games are a real problem. They're a real problem. You know why? Because they're fucking fun.
Addictive.
And you don't, yeah, well, I have a real problem with them. And you do them and they're real exciting, but you don't get anywhere.
Right.
It's like you could do like martial arts, right? You could learn jujitsu. You get obsessed by jiu-jitsu, and then 3 years later, you're like an elite jiu-jitsu athlete. You're entering in competitions. You're a purple belt.
You're moving up.
Yeah, you're doing well. Right. You're thinking like, I might be able to open my own school one day.
You got confidence.
Yeah, if I have 100 students and those 100 students are paying me X amount of dollars per month, I can make a living. Holy shit, I can have this would be amazing. And then you see your jiu-jitsu school, and your jiu-jitsu instructor has all these students and drives a Mercedes, and he's got a nice family, and like, that's the future. This way you're doing something exciting and fun, and you don't. Or you could just be playing fucking video games. 3 years later, you could be that same kid just playing video games, waiting for the next whatever the fuck game is, next Xbox game to come out, and you're gonna waste your time.
Now look. As you can see from my reaction, I love, and I mean I love his video game side of that take. The jujitsu. The Kung Fu side, not so much. The Kung Fu side of that argument, I didn't really appreciate it. Before I get questions in the comments, I know. Before I get questions, I've been gaming longer than some of you have been alive. And I can say that now because I'm an old head. I'm a 21-year-old old head, bro. I've been gaming since I was like 4 years old. That's 17 years. I've been gaming longer than y'all have been alive. Damn, I'm getting old. But no, so as someone who games, right? And as someone who's been gaming, which is why you might have missed some uploads, I agree 100%. So since I was like 16, 17, my take on gaming has been this. When you game, right, the first 30 hours of that game are magical. You know, it's a whole new world. It's incredible. After the 30-hour mark, to me personally, you've experienced the highest of highs and the lowest of lows you are ever going to experience on that game. So for me, like, I play Rocket League a lot. It's a soccer game. It's actually more like hockey. It's like car hockey. I have 22 days played on Rocket League. Now, at this point, I should no longer play Rocket League. I'm chasing this fictional infinite rank of like Grand Champion. I'm never going to probably get there. I'm probably never going to reach Grand Champion. But for some reason, I still get on every so often and play. There is no point for me to play that besides hanging out with my friends and just talking shit. You know, there's no logical reason to continue playing that game. So for me personally, I agree that video games in that sense are a waste of time. Now I know that's some of y'all are like already going crazy. Here's my thing. My definition, right, of wasting time is anything that strays from the path at which you need to be going. So if you're in school, right, you need to be getting good grades. Anything that doesn't contribute to getting good grades, I would consider a waste of time outside of slight moderation, right? So clearly, you shouldn't be working 16 hours a day reading books, studying, right? I would say for mental health, for just your own sanity, sometimes should be relegated to other stuff. Or it should be delegated, my fault. Should be delegated to other stuff. But the problem with this is that gaming in itself, you're not gaming for an hour or two. You're gaming for at least 4 or 5. You're getting comfy. You're chilling. That's 4 or 5 hours a day that could be going to something that can actually help you. I've seen a lot of takes that are like, it's not just going pro. You can stream too. Guys, streaming is only going to get more and more competitive over the next decade. Like, yeah, the odds of getting into a professional sports league are lower right now. But do you think that's going to stay the same? Like, do you know, like, okay, soccer, right? Soccer is the most popular sport in the world, right? Because, you know why? Because it's so easy to play. All you need is a ball. You don't even need nets. You don't even need goalposts. You can scribble onto a wall, goalpost, and you can play ball with just anything that's even like a soccer ball. I've seen like trash, like you can play soccer with anything, right? So as the internet gets spread across the world more, as gaming becomes more popular, as streaming becomes more popular, it's only gonna become harder. Like, do you think it's gonna get easier? Like, at some point, streaming will be harder to do successfully than sports leagues. Like, it's going to be harder to live off streaming purely because of the amount of people trying to do it. Like, the numbers of people who are gonna be trying to stream in 10 years is gonna be insane. It's going to be insane. Just like how today's kids all want to be YouTubers, in a decade, those kids that are growing up like right now, they're gonna all want to be streamers. So that is a stupid point to make. That's the wrong hill to die on. The only way you can argue this point successfully is if you don't consider waste of time in the sense of, if you're having fun, it's not a waste of time, which I don't agree with at all. Let's say I spent 18 hours a day sitting in mud, playing in mud all day. I'm a grown ass man. Me right now, 21-year-old me. Right, I have school and college. I go to class, and then outside of class, I play in mud. That's all I do. I don't study for tests, nothing. I play in mud all day. To the people who think if you're having fun, it isn't a waste of time, is that a waste of time? If not, I'm sorry, your mindset is like, if you can't understand that you still have to do your fun stuff in moderation in a tight window, I have some bad news for you. Because in life, this is me talking, you should have like 3 different phases, right? You should have your main goal, your main thing. If you're in school, it's school. If you're not in school, it's your job. That's your main thing. The lion's share, is it lion's share? I think it's lion's share. The lion's share of your effort should go into your main thing, right? Then you have your secondary hobby. This hobby, this can be gaming. This can be YouTube if you want to be a content creator. This can be your second thing. And then you have a third thing that's just kind of, you do this in between time, you know what I mean? Now, if your second thing, which is gaming, starts to rival and compromise your main thing without providing you with ample value, then you're wasting your time. That's literally a waste of time. If you stop doing your homework all week so you can play some more Call of Duty Warzone, I'm sorry. You have wasted that time. You wasted that time. If you go into class for a test and you didn't study and you fail the test and you go, well, I gamed all week, but it wasn't a waste of time because I had fun. No, that was a waste of time. You messed up your time. So I don't agree with that point, because obviously most of the time when you waste time, it's fun. Yeah, it's a good time because that's the whole point. You're avoiding what you should be doing. If you have something you should be doing, you're probably wasting time. And this is why I think some of you guys who game are literally like addicts, because you try to justify your wasting of time, which no one said. Listen, you can waste time. You don't need to have an uber efficient, just 100% efficiency day every single day. Like, that's not needed. But acknowledge it's a waste of time. Acknowledge it so you can understand it and control it. By that logic, everything's a waste of time. No, everything is not a waste of time by Joe Rogan's logic, right? Let's say your hobby is reading books, and every single day you go to the library. You're getting value. You're learning. You're getting smarter. You're getting more knowledge. That could be your hobby, and that's not a waste of time because you're actually gaining stuff. When you play World of Warcraft for 16 hours a day, you didn't learn anything. You didn't gain anything. There was no point to it besides your own fun, which is okay, but understand it. You have to understand that, though. And the more you guys try to fight that is like a waste of time, the weirder you look, because it clearly is. Just like if I said I watched the movies all day, you go, oh, so you wasted your whole day. Yeah, I wasted my whole day. I wasted it. I saw them trying to come for sports. Like, high school sports are useless then. And I agree with that as well. I'm not a huge fan of high school sports. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority. I don't mind high school sports when they stay in their lane. I see too many kids try to use high school sports as some sort of way to get into college. Like, they think they're going to make it to some kind of league, like overseas. Or no, you're not. You're watching this and you think you're going to go to a professional league. I have some really bad news for you. It's 99.99999% not gonna happen. I won't say it won't happen. Maybe one of you guys are really cold. If so, hey, put me under a bag. Appreciate it. But no, you're probably not gonna make it. You're more likely to get struck by lightning. Like, you're more likely, probably twice. I don't know the odds. I think the NBA is like, I forgot the NBA are like maybe 0.001. I don't know, but the NBA odds are crazy. NFL is a little bit easier, but like still insane. Like, you're not going to these leagues. And if you do make it to these leagues, the average player in the league gets out in like a year or two. So it's just, college is the way to go. Education, smarts. Like, I know kids in high school who would skip out on doing their homework and studying to practice basketball. Like, that's so stupid. That is so stupid. Like, I remember a kid telling me, I skipped out on doing my homework tonight so I could practice for the game. Are you dumb? You know where he's at now? Making mixtapes. Making SoundCloud mixtapes. That's where he's at right now. That's where he's at now, because he didn't do his homework, because he didn't study. So yeah, I agree with that 100%. High school sports, taking seriously, trying to become a pro, they're stupid. Now, the one benefit of sports over gaming is the health side of it, which I agree 100%. Gaming is definitely worse than sports, because at least with sports you get the mental and the physical workout, versus gaming is just a mental. You might get a little faster reflexes, stuff like that, but you're physically deteriorating. Like, you're sitting in a chair, hunched over, body breaking down. Now, once again, guys, I'm not saying you can't do these things. I'm not saying don't do these things in life, but understand them so you can control them. Like, when I understood that gaming was a waste of time for my ultimate goals in life, it helped me better understand what I need to do and how I need to go about gaming. And while I still do slip up here and there, like I've had a few days straight now where I've been kind of just gaming, fucking off with the YouTube, I do understand that gaming is ultimately going to either hinder me or help me. You know what I mean? So, and understand that you can waste your time. We live in a really like grind, like the Gary V's, grind, hustle, don't sleep 8 hours a day. You can go on 5 hours a day and grind. No. You should have your time wasters. You should. That doesn't make them not time wasters, though. You know what I'm saying? There's a main quest in your game, right? You have a main quest. Doing the side quest is technically a waste of time, right? But doing side quests also help you. They can also help you figure out what you want to do, figure out what you want to be. So you should still do them. But when you do side quests, that doesn't magically make it the main quest. Right? It doesn't make it part of the main story just because you did it. So, like, guys, I'm not saying don't have time wasters, right? I'm saying that when you do these time wasting activities, at a certain point you are wasting time. Like, yeah, for an hour a day gaming, excellent. You're getting your mental, you're getting your mind right. An hour a day working out, perfect. Basketball or whatever you do, perfect. But when you devote so much time to that side thing that it affects other things in your life negatively, now you have a problem. So no, do I think gaming in a vacuum is a waste of time? I guess not. But the way we game as a culture, we game for hours a day. I feel like that is a waste of time. I don't know how this came out, but I feel like it was good. I feel like it came out okay. A little less funny today, maybe, I don't know. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it around, and peace. Jujitsu. Is that how you say it? Jujitsu? I don't give a damn.